back to the Can-Am Garage guys. This time around, we're going to have a quick look-see, a quick update at the three projects as to where they are right now. Technically, it should only be two, but a certain 71 DustAAR or DustAAR has continued to throw me curveballs with his paint job. I think at this time we're probably going to be looking at this pretty good, and there may be a secondary update to an update to this video worked into it in a few minutes. Regardless, the color here on the the DustAAR is C9 Indigo / Mood Indigo. It was only available on full-size Chryslers for $72, but seeing as Dodge didn't make, or Plymouth, Mopar didn't make a 346-pack powered Duster at the factory level, it can be any color. I wanted it, and I wanted it factory Mood Indigo. So it's a year or two later, somebody has decided that, yeah, I like that color. I want my car that color. Well, that's this color. I think at last count there was 6 coats of color on this. I didn't post pictures or take video before it got this coat of clear, but the week before this, yeah, that's good English, yeah, okay. The week before this, I was looking at it. I said, well, this needs to be polished, okay, sanded, whatever you want to call it. This is a cut down 3200 polishing pad. Anyway, polished off all the stuff that got into the finish. Still don't know how it did it. Washed it twice, which was warm soap, warm water with a toothbrush and a drop of Dawn on it. Did it back to back twice. Blew it off with my big compressor. Tossed it in the dehydrator for a few hours. Took it out, put it on the desk, and said, wow, it looks a lot shinier than it did before, but not as good as it could or should or will. So the day after that, it got clear coated. And now here I am, 2-3 days after that, polishing out the clear coat. You can see the roof, the trunk have been polished. That hasn't. You're going to say it's, yeah, no, it's not. And it's never going to win contest. Never going to win any contest because there's other issues in it that I don't know if you'll be able to see them when it's done. If you can't, then maybe it will win a contest, but I have my doubts. Regardless, that's the 71 Plymouth DustAAR. Moving backwards in time. Moving backward in time is the 68 Dodge Dart Hemi Clone. Choosing my words carefully because I have issues with building not street legal cars. So this is going to be about as street legal as it can be. I mean, there's stuff that Dodge did to the cars that Revell didn't. The seat risers, for example, and the seats. They're supposed to be Dodge van parts. They're not in the kit. Anyway, that's all right. Technically, although those marker lamps should be gone or could be gone. The rear rails should be hogged out. I just can't do that. So and of course I want heat. I want radio. Well, I don't need air conditioning. So there will be heater hoses under the hood. There will be, stuff that otherwise might not be there. Pardon, that's the shop cat, Grom, Raising Cane, just because. Anyway. The paint on this car is pretty simple. It's decanted Tamiya TS14 gloss black. Not so glossy now and it was nice and glossy after I was done with it, after it came out of the dehydrator. Not so glossy, which is fine because it needed to be polished down in preparation for a second coat of gloss black. Day 2, something like that. I'm not worried about it. Good God. Cats. Sorry. When there's magical sounds all of a sudden, I sort of wonder what he's getting into. Anyway, you might be wondering about the back tires. Even though I know I have some somewhere, the question is, where is the somewhere? What I'm talking about is cheater slicks. I'm going to see if I can't come up with my own cheater slicks based on the kit rear tires. And we'll go from there. If I can't, I can't. I just hope I don't butcher the tires in the process, but hey, that's all right. Okay, that's the Dart. And moving straight on up to the future, let's shuffle a body around or two. Ah, yes. And of course, the 68 Dart is for the Usaki. My version of the Usaki build started very late in the progress of things. Moving on to the future is the 2022 Chevy Corvette C8. Cut the finishes. The C7R yellow, racing yellow. Yeah, it's right. No, but it's going to be what it's going to be. It's from, can't even tell from this distance because I can't see whose name is on the bottle. I just know it's not scale finishes offhand. Anyway, we're going to inspect this in a bit. After I'm done polishing out the DustAAR, we'll inspect the finish on this, polish it out in preparation for clear coat if it's good enough. If it's not good enough, well, there might be a little bit more yellow involved. I hope not, because I've been yellow enough, if you get what I mean. We're going definitely full on yellow. There's a few pieces in the interior where, if you follow the instructions, they say it's blue. I wish the model manufacturers, the one thing I really wish they would all do is, even if they're not going to list the factory colors for a car, I do wish that they would get to put in the instructions that, instead of saying, oh, it's blue or it's red or whatever, why not just say body color? That would just make things so easy. Well, except in case Revell is doing, with their new color-coded instructions, they're doing a better job than most at it, but it's still not quite what I would like. Regardless, I think I've rambled on long enough, and if I keep this up, the cat's going to destroy the house. Yeah. And a one-moment cameo. Graham, way to go, bud. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you next time here at the Can-Am Garage. Okay, this is a quick little addendum onto the most recent video. I decided that I was going to actually rub it out, polish it out, call it what you want. I don't know. Doesn't matter. What I use is Scratch X 2.0 and an old piece of cloth. Bought those at a pharmacy years ago. There's a 3-pack. Regardless. The Scratch X is what's important because, as you can see here, I've got, pardon the light, it's one of those neat round things. So you're seeing right here that what you're seeing is what you're seeing, and you can see the difference between that side where it was just polished or rubbed out with the sanding pad, and this side where I've had at it with a little bit of Scratch X. I think that'll do just fine. Again, may never be a contest winner, but it's going to look good. Alrighty, that's it. Thanks for watching.